kitty. What you do? Okay, good talk. You smell dog? You smell dog? Whew. Uh-oh. Grandpa needs to come wipe one. What's going on? We're at Mom and Dad's. And we're gonna, hey, you take it easy over there. Take it easy. We're gonna see if we can build them some stairs real quick. They're inside. This is a surprise, so they have to act surprised when they see it here in a little bit. I'm clearing these blocks out of the way. Woo, baby. Just crickets. I'm well aware there could be a snake under any of them. So I'm being careful. Chickens are missing out on some serious crickets though. But I guess if there's crickets, that means there's no snakes, right? Yep. So that's good. Oh, there they go. Look at them. Get them. Get them. Too funny. Clean up, crew. All right. Is this, they told me it was 8 feet wide. Yep. It's about 8 feet. I thought he had pet deer. Where is they? There's one. There it is. Sure enough. Goats are so weird, dude. All right, no fault to the chickens. It's taking me longer than I wanted it to. But I got 4 of them. They're pretty square. It doesn't really matter. It's just, it needed a little bit of help on this side. So they're 18 inches apart, which is plenty. I don't think we're doing too much heavy lifting on these stairs. But the only thing you have to attach your ledger board to is the skids. So I'm thinking we might slide a cat block under there just to keep it from having an issue later. But either way, I mean, good grief. They turn this into a doghouse and they got 250-pound Tinas in here. This should hold it just fine. How do I look? Whew. This is why I didn't do this last week, to avoid the heat. We're still, hang on, still only 70 degrees. Mom and Dad are in there watching me sweat, eating their breakfast. How about that? Well, they ain't the prettiest stairs I ever built, but they're square as can be. Just had to rip down the stringers a little bit as we climb the hill, but they're square and they're sturdy. That's for sure. On the high side over here, I managed to get a paver underneath it, so that's where all your, or I should say a lot of your weight's gonna be. I managed to wedge a cat block underneath the ledger board, so it's gonna be sturdy for years to come. So it should be all right. If it was me, Mom and Dad, if it was me, I'd put some base rock right here or something, keep that dry. I think she'll be all right. This needs like a 1x or something, some kind of shim underneath it, like maybe a piece of that T111 siding. I'm sure Dad's got something, so we'll let him sort that. Actually, what would be good, I'll get him out here in a minute and I'll show him. What would be good is a pallet board, just one piece of pallet board wedged underneath there would be golden. But we'll see. I could also unscrew those and drop it down a 1/4 inch and nobody would ever know because it would just rest a 1/4 inch closer to the ground. This morning they were eating crickets underneath it.
Yeah, well,
I moved all those blocks and I was like, oh man.
That's awesome.
about that, isn't that nice?
Wow.
How about that?
I'm still stepping on them, expecting them to move like
Well,
the blocks do.
Yeah.
That's awesome.
They're attached. We got to find something to go right here. I don't know if you want to try and remove a little, I don't know.
What are you talking about?
Well, that, just, it's a 1/4 inch of play. 1/4 inch matters.
I can't hardly. Yeah, I guess. Yeah, I mean, I can dig out. Just leave that board in there and I'll dig it out and put it underneath.
Well, it's almost,
It's almost like you can't even tell.
Yeah. If it rained, I could do this quicker.
If it rains, it'll do it. It's okay.
But you see what I'm saying?
Hey, you got them built, man. That looks great.
So,
That looks really good.
and so you know what I'm talking about. If you ever need to move the building, Mom, the ledger board is only attached on the skids.
Right.
Yeah, so you got 1, 2 right there.
So only 2 points. So if you ever need to move it, it's just 5 screws on each end. But there is a cap block underneath the ledger board in the middle.
Okay.
And then down there, that paver worked perfect.
That's great.
I'm still stepping like I have to worry about the thing moving on me because that's what those blocks did.
Well, and I was concerned about would it hold my weight.
Carrying a bag of food, too.
But I looked out the window and I saw Chad doing this.
That's the test.
And I'm thinking, I think it'll hold me.
Yeah. Squares, Kyle did it. This is how I measured. So it's the squares if K. Doss was over here building it.
You got it perfect. There's no, the gap between here and there is exactly the same all the way. So they're lined up perfectly. And they're level. Holy cow, we were used to the cap blocks.
Well, and I'm used to it feeling like I got to be real careful when I go up there. And now, you know.
This won't go anywhere. That stringer is on the ground in the back. It's not touching here so much, but it's touching where it counts.
Yeah.
That one's touching under Dad's right foot. That one's under a paver. This is the only one where
I'll fix that.
you just, I'm almost doing it with the board itself.
Yeah.
See what I'm saying?
Oh, I see what you're saying.
It's just a little bit of,
Yeah. I'll work it
So-
in. Come out and build something like this, but I have no aptitude whatsoever.
well, you could.
I got nothing.
I mean, I Gene crabbed it. I eyeballed the,
It looked great.
I don't have a
This is
level.
great.
I walked in Dad's garage to see if there was a level in there, and I was like, this is where tools go to die.
Yeah.
There's
just
so many
much stuff in
tools
there
I can-
You can't figure out what you're wanting.
But if I ask him, he'll know.
I know
I
where
just
they're
can't. I can't.
I know where they're at. I know
Yeah.
where they're at.
Yeah.
But we'll paint this.
Yeah, I want to.
Oh, you can stain it
I
or
want to
whatever.
get the tan color. I don't want to use the red.
Well, okay.
I would go darker brown.
Well, here's the only thing with that. You're going to buy a full gallon of about $45
Well,
to
they-
$50.
They make them this big.
You
Quart.
think? Will
Quart.
they?
Quart.
See, the
Do
problem
they?
is
I don't know.
Dad don't see nothing below. I mean, he sees his grandkids, but about below 6 foot, he don't see it. They put the quarts on the bottom. They put the heavy ones on the top. So he walks into Lowe's. He's like, "Daggone, all they got's the big cans."
Right there on the bottom.
Which why the 5-gallon cans and the heaviest cans are up top? I have no idea. Because you want them down low.
Grandma's not going to use these steps after today until, what, end of September.
It's 70 degrees today. You might be out here.
I might.
You might. You never know.
And secondly, the birds love to get on the concrete,
Mm-hmm.
the blocks. I can't wait to see about 12 birds
Yeah.
lined up on here. You know,
Mhm.
they love to sun themselves on this side.
Well, and I thought about, you know what a face board is? Putting a face. I thought about like a kicker, but I was like, the whole time I'm working, the chickens are jumping in and out of it.
Yeah, yeah.
So I would hate to deprive a chicken of a bug because I put a face board on
Well,
it.
they're going to have a great time because they
So-
love getting up in here, and
Yeah.
now they can all come in at once.
Yep.
Well,
But
it's
if you want, there's a board right here, an extra 1x.
yeah,
So you can pitch that, burn it, whatever, but that's a full board. So if
Yeah.
you wanted, you could put that on the face there, but
okay.
I didn't.
Are you taking any of that back with you?
No, it's
I want
trash.
all that.
That's,
I
yeah,
save all that.
yeah. Sounds good to me.
If I had that 1x on there, it's just going to make the tread more narrow for his
Correct.
feet. So
That's why I left it off.
yeah, I think it's
Well,
better off.
Typically, see how I had to come forward with this
Mm-hmm.
board because of the trim? Now, I could have trimmed that, but then you run into rust.
Yeah.
I mean, I went in there. I've got my grinder. I almost just zipped it off.
I don't
But,
think we need to worry
well,
about
see how low that screw is?
Yeah, you do.
If I zip that just to gain a 1/4 inch so we can put a face board on it, I was like, nah.
Yeah, really
Well,
wouldn't-
again, the farther in you put it, the less the tread is because you've got to
Correct.
push your foot to get over
Yeah,
that. I
no,
like
this
them
is
just
very,
like
this
they
is
are.
perfect, son. I love that. That's
Perfect.
Yes.
awesome.
Yeah, you watch your head now.
I can watch, yeah. Look at that. See how nice that is?
That's amazing.
Well, and I think that Gorilla cart, doesn't it have a little overhang? Can't you pull it up to like right here?
I can.
Like, won't it overhang the
I
step?
can, yeah.
So
You know, I think you've given me a new chicken dance move.
I am so excited for that.
Another
Look
dance
at that.
now.
How's this?
Do 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 do. Can you tell I've been watching baseball?
Yeah.
Do 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 do.
Hey, perfect. Get ready.
Awesome.
A new dance for all those people who hate the wormy dance.
Yes.
I love it. Thank you.
Yes,
Good.
I am really sweaty. Yes, but remember that check you gave me when you were out of town to
Yep.
pay for your fence?
Yep.
Yeah, happy anniversary. I'm going to cash that check.
This is our anniversary today.
I'm good with that.
It is 45 years.
45.
That's crazy.
Yeah.
And people still ask me how I put up with him.
Have you found an answer yet?
No, matter of fact, it's making me question myself,
I believe it.
my sanity.
I knew, see, I'm sweating, but it's not because it's hot. I knew that there were eyes on me the whole time I was building.
I checked it every now and then. I checked.
He was on.
I only
He
checked
was on dog duty. I had him following
That's true.
Shadow around.
Adler was in there too, so he was hanging with Adler.
I
but-
only checked progress because I knew you knew what you were doing. I just wanted to kind of see what stage. I liked it. I wasn't sure whether you were going to go all the way across or just make it steppable. So when I saw that board going all the way and I saw that first, I thought, perfect.
I
Yeah.
thought he was making
very
a
good.
ramp because he kept, saying he was going to build a ramp to it. But then when he talked to me, he said stringers, and I thought, well,
Yeah.
you don't use stringers with a ramp.
Yeah,
I was worried with the ramp because this is sloped enough. That one back there ain't bad.
Yeah.
But this one you're going in and out of in the winter.
And
And
you
I
have
was
to
like, dude,
really
the
long.
first ice they get, they're both going on their haunches all the way down the driveway.
True. Which
I mean, it'd have been hilarious.
would have been hilarious. It would have been a filmable moment. Now, how did you, the depth of these cutting the stringers off? Did you just guess or
Yep.
just kind of cut them? And
You know what I do is I actually take my finger and I go like this and I go, see those little lines in your finger, the creases? I'm like, that's about 2 creases long.
Oh my word!
I kid you not. Or if it's a finer measurement, I count the threads on a screw. I'm like, that's about 6 threads. Now,
Perfect.
I was at the eye doctor yesterday with Case. Let me tell you something, them threads are getting harder to see. I gotta be real
By
honest.
the way, you and Kyle could never build anything together, or it would be the most hilarious video ever.
Or if Kyle was here, these would be done by your next anniversary.
Yeah.
That's what would happen.
Love you, Kyle. Love you, Shannon.
Yep. Now you could put an elephant on it when Kyle was done.
Yeah, that's right. Yeah, you could. It does
It's gonna settle a little bit.
rain.
Yes.
Well, you can see where this comes down right here.
Mm-hmm.
The water comes right through here, and it may not make it to the steps because these blocks never moved.
You could put your blocks on either side of the steps now, so if it rains,
I would
it'll
almost,
wash that
I'd
out.
start your
I
blocks
could.
right here,
I couldn't get
almost
it to
like
run
an
out.
edge, and just
And get it to
just
run
push
out.
the water.
I could.
Because all you're trying to do is just clear the stairs,
Right.
just
Yeah,
a little
so I
bit.
could. Yeah, I could do that.
So you guys have seen me do this before. But we need to power wash. That was silly with one hand. We need to power wash the water trough. Get her all cleaned up. Which, by the way, if you want a trick, if your livestock stock tank water, whatever, if it's in the direct sun, you can let the water run out and let the sun like bake the algae. I mean, you got to let it dry out. So you got to have more options. Like we have a water trough back there. That way they have water, but yeah, it works every time. Whew. So that one's still looking pretty. This one over here is looking pretty rough. But yeah, if you guys have been watching this very long, I've been doing this for a couple of years. Until we get power out here, which will be before the winter, so that we have heated water tanks, this is what I do. Got my battery box. Turn the power on. Yeah, come on. And then we power wash it. It takes a little bit to get the pressure back here, but eventually it works. That's nasty. What do you think, young lady? What do you think? Ellie. Annie. Sky. Oh, sorry. There's fresh water over there. The other tank, lady. Does it feel good? Oh, that feels good, don't it? Yeah. You want some, Mom? Oh, nope. I think we're playing with Sky. That's too funny. Excuse me, ma'am. Vámonos, Junos. Vámonos, Junebug. Vámonos. Well, listen. I can't. I need you to scooch over. There we go. Okay. Let me put the plug on. There we go. All right. Who wants to play in the pool? Woo! Nobody? Only the Highlands? That's what I expected. Taters! You like rain, brother? Yeah, you don't mind. All right, hang on. This is how you clean your hose, by the way. Just aim it straight up, let it come back down on itself. Good stuff right there. That's good stuff, huh, Junebug? Such a pretty boy. Such a pretty boy. Yeah, so if you guys, I'll link this down below in the shop comment. It should pop up like right here. But this thing's been a lifesaver. You can use it anywhere. As far as these boxes go, I've acquired a couple over the years. They all pretty much do the same thing. This one, I'm able to run this for like a couple of days without having to charge it. I mean, like a couple of days straight. Like, I bet I haven't charged this, and I've used this like 4 times in the last month. But it's pretty handy. So as far as those little boxes go, just get the one you can afford if you don't have power. But anywhere you can plug that thing in and you've got water, you're golden. Howdy. What's up, buddy? What's up, buddy? Is all right? You all right? Well, that'll take a while to fill up, as you can imagine. That's about 300 gallons. We do like 3 gallons a minute. So somebody do the math. I don't know how long that takes, but I usually set my timer for an hour and I come back and check it, and it's always got a little bit left. But it's good. If they need a drink in the meantime, that one's already refreshed. So it's all good. June always the first one in the pool though. Silly, silly. Woo, look out, here comes Mama. She wants a drinky drink. Rough life being an animal at Doss Farms, man. Rough life. What are y'all doing? What are you doing? Looking good, bub. And he's like, it's almost getting lighter. It's wild. What's up? What's up? Be nice. It's getting big though. Getting big. This is MJ if you're new here. His mom was a turd, his dad was amazing, and he is his mom. So he's not like openly trying to come after us, but you're not allowed to like touch him too much. He's just grumpy, man. But he is doing a pretty swell job of keeping the pasture in here in check. So in case you didn't know, when you have a pasture bulldoze, everything's gonna grow back that was there. Trees and everything. I mean, it's not gonna be like 40-foot trees the next year, but everything in there is gonna grow back. So you've gotta have an animal in there to keep it down. So thanks to our friends at Ironcraft, and I knocked it all down about 2 weeks ago. And then we stuck MJ in there and he's keeping it in check for us. And so are the pigs to an extent, but they're not gonna keep all of it at bay. But I've been pretty pleased, so. Shout out to the piggies. Even the one that's intact that we didn't think was. It is what it is, man. So this is good. This means our iron filter is doing its job. That's what we want. Looks like this tree's had a little rough go at it though. Hopefully we can keep her going here. I want to get y'all's thoughts on something. So this has kind of been our thorn in our side on the side of the fence back here. And I think I came up with a solution. This gate what was on the front of the property when we bought the place. Perfectly good gate. I tried to give it to my dad and I tried to give it to my brother. Neither one of them came and got it. Actually, Dad wanted it, but I measured wrong. I thought it was a 12-foot gate because I saw 3 sections, but they're actually 3 5-foot sections, making it almost 16 feet long. So it's just been laying over there at the front of the property for a year and a half. I've basically just moved it so we didn't have to stare at it, but I think, where are the hinges at? Let's spin it. Yeah, I think that'll actually work. And what are you mooing about? What? Goodness. I think that's what we'll do. Actually, I just learned that the hinges are adjustable too. But I think I'll swap those hinges down to here and I'll run some lag bolts or lag hinges through here. We had to use a stinking ratchet strap to hold this up in those nasty winds we had in the spring. But this will give me 2 more panels with my corral. So yeah, that's what's gonna happen. Oh, by the way, those boards are actually on their way. Lowe's is like en route, they just called. So those are the weak boards that they gave us. You can see the difference. Look at how those top boards are nice and straight. And then look at these. These are just the nasty little deck boards. Anyway, don't get me started or I'll holler at the Lowe's guy and it's not his fault. He may not even have worked there a year ago when I ordered them. But anyway, I'm pretty sure that'll reach. I think I measured it and it's 16 feet from there to there. I think that was intentional. And then we'll have another path to move Gloria and Fiona or whoever else we want in here or out here for that matter. That might be the Lowe's guy. I think he was closer than he thought. But how would that look versus these panels? I mean, they're gorgeous panels, but it's not their purpose, and I can't move them quick enough. They weigh 150 pounds a piece. It'd be awesome to have a gate right here with a latch. I'll probably I'll make this the hinge post, even though that's metal. We've got quite a bit of slope right here, and it's a lot easier to angle a gate off of a wood post than it is metal. So anyway, that's another thing to add to the project list, but that's an easy one. And while it's cool like this, that's an easy little project. Whew. There it is. Well, listen, there goes the Lowe's truck. Case is so excited that this material arrived. He is excited. Let me tell you about it.